Hello, fellow Aptera reservation holders, and for those of you who are just Aptera curious, if you choose to make a reservation, please consider using my link below to save $30 on your reservation. In this video, I'm going to recap the 6th week of Aptera's Accelerator program based on the numbers on the February 10th, 11 p.m. update. For those who are not familiar with what the Accelerator program is, Aptera is hoping to raise at least $20 million to help them reach the $50 million they claim will allow them to start large-scale production. If you join the program, you'll be one of the first 2,000 to receive your vehicle and get some special gifts based on your total investment in Aptera. To be part of the program, you must invest a minimum of $10,000 between January 27th and March 26th. Aptera is also raising money through Republic at the same time as the Accelerator program. You still have over 5.5 months to invest through the Republic website. Republic is an investment aggregator that allows anyone to invest like a qualified investor in startups, crypto, real estate, art, music, and more. You can invest a minimum of $210 at $10.50 a share for 20 shares. At this point, Aptera has 1,060 investors and raised over $1,201,000 through the Republic. I have added a link to Aptera's investment page below if you're interested. As you can see, BJ's investment profile, they will add the Republic investment to your total investment, but it is not captured in the Accelerator program. But it does seem that they are adding the money raised through Republic to the total raised. When calculating the amount raised this week, I've had a huge discrepancy with my numbers versus the amount reported for the first time. As you can see on the progress pie chart, I attributed the over $430,000 in discrepancy to Republic, or 2% of the total needed. The investments in the 6th week were still strong at over $743,000, or another 4%. Aptera still needs to raise over $12,360,000 to hit the $20 million goal. Either way, week 6 continued the upward trend of investments from week 5. With almost $1,460,000 raised, week 6 is the second strongest week of funds raised so far. I expect this trend to continue, and week 8 being the largest week of investments. As you could have expected, the majority of the funds raised came from new investors. New investments in week 6 was more than week 5 in the first week, but earlier investors are still adding funds at a fairly even rate. However, the week 3 investors continue to invest the least. As you can see, looking at the total invested, the arc has not leveled out but continues to increase in a fairly linear rate. This would predict that Aptera will raise at least half of their goal in the next 2 weeks. Let me know in the comments if you think Aptera should extend the Accelerator program. Looking at the amount raised each day, a strange 3-day pattern seems to have emerged. Starting on February 20th, the investments will go up progressively and then drop again every 3 days. The one anomaly is the February 24th, but that day saw a huge single investment. I have no theories as to why this is going on, but let me know what you think in the comments. The amount of people investing each day has also leveled out at about 9 people per day. This has been pretty consistent since the first week or so, but I do hope to see this increase in the last 2 weeks of the program. Week 6 also saw a slight shift in new investors. New investors went from 30 to 31% of total investors in the program, the largest so far. It will be interesting to see if this continues for the next 2 weeks. It is to be expected that people have been monitoring Aptera to determine if they will invest in the future. It is too early to know what effect the news of Silicon Valley Bank's collapse will have on the investment community, but it is not a great time for investors to get shy for Aptera. Hopefully, knowing that Aptera did not have funds at SVB will be a good sign to the investment community that Aptera's management makes solid decisions. New investors are still having an outsized contribution to the amount raised by the program. They have invested about $2.74 million of the funds raised, or 36%. It'll be interesting to see if they will pass the 40% mark by the end of the Accelerator program. The average invested per person each week still continues to vary significantly. I was surprised that last week had the lowest average per person of all weeks, as it raised the second most of any other week. But there were no singularly large investors this week, but a lot of people continue to invest a small amount, and with the large pool of investors, it makes sense. Looking at the top 15 accelerator investors, there has been a little bit of action over the week. WG has moved up from 4th to 3rd place, but if they continue to invest at the same rate, they will not make it to the 2nd largest investor. DC also made a significant increase in their investment to move up from 6th to 5th place. We also see 2 new investors to the list, with MS taking 12th spot and RD moving into 15th space. Although MB is still the largest single investor, they still increased their investment to move up 2 places on the top Aptera investor list to take the number 3 spot, but they're still within striking distance of JB and GT. JL also made a significant investment to move up 2 spaces to take 7th spot. BJ also made a move to take the number 10 spot. We also have 3 new investors, with DC, ST, and WG, who is only the 2nd investor in the top 15, who is a new investor since the accelerator program began. People have also shown interest in who has vehicle 69 for some strange reason. JG from Connecticut seems to have it for now, but what witchcraft are they using to hold that position? They seem to have created a glitch in the matrix by investing $41,999.79. as 2 people with investments of 21 cents more are in the 70th and 71st position. We'll see if Aptera corrects this in the future. Vehicle 420 could also be an interesting one. CD from Texas currently holds it, but with so many people above them, there's really no way to try to hold this position. Anything could happen. Is there any other special number vehicles that people would want or not want? Let me know in the comments. Thanks again for watching. Please subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, like and share to help our channel grow. And below you'll find links to our website, evolveelectric.org, our Twitter and Instagram